Hello, welcome to 100 Days of Manifestation. This is another one of our sessions, and I think we're at number 94, day number 94 now. I want to share with you a bit of a conversation, actually, some insight that we had from our School of Manifestation group coaching call yesterday. So we were talking a little bit about soul-aligned manifestation versus ego-aligned manifestation and how that might show up for you in your journey. So this might be applicable to you if you ever find yourself getting a little bit stuck, finding that it feels a little bit like you're walking through treacle, if you know what I mean. Like it's a bit of an uphill battle. And maybe you've done a lot of mindset work, maybe you've done a lot of energy work, and things still aren't shifting and you don't know why. So if you've really been doing all of the stuff and it just doesn't feel like it's working, it might be worth checking in with your soul-aligned manifestation and if what you're doing at the moment is in alignment with that. So what do I mean by soul versus ego? When I think about soul, I'm thinking about your higher self, your soul level. And maybe if you believe in this, it might be your soul contract. It might be what you were put here on this earth to do, or at least what you're meant to do in this season of your life. It might be that inspiration, that divine download that you've had that actually activates you and motivates you to do something in a certain way. And you may not actually know exactly what the ultimate outcome is, but it feels like it's in flow. It feels easy. It feels like, okay, sometimes it might feel like it's not the easiest thing in the world. There might be some things that you've got to learn. There might be some fears and some doubts that come up, for sure. That's very normal because that's all part of the human condition. But in comparison, the ego-aligned manifestation may be where we're actually working towards something that is not necessarily in alignment with what our higher self would necessarily want. And quite often I see that this is actually more in alignment perhaps with what we were conditioned to believe that we should be doing. Maybe it's actually something that your family have told you for a long, long time. You should be doing this, you should be doing that. Maybe you've come to believe that, you are someone in your family, for example, that, hasn't always been the most successful one, and you want to be as successful as other people in your family. So maybe there's an element of just wanting to level the playing field there. So when there's a search for external validation, where there's a search for pleasing other people, maybe you're doing something that you think you should be doing to please your family that you're providing for. And is that in alignment with what your soul actually wants? So this is where it can feel hard in a different way. It feels like there's just a lot of resistance, maybe even just to showing up every day. It's not just got to figure out maybe a little bit of tech, got to figure out some marketing, but actually it might just be damn hard to actually get up and show up every day. And it may be that you're not actually completely in alignment with what it is that your soul wants to do. So I think it's really good to check in sometimes, because when we grow up in our family situation from the age of 0 to 7, for sure, we're like sponges. And even, through our teenage years, we're still picking up so much from our family. And, the question is, what did you get taught that you should be doing? What did you get taught that, what your values should be in life? What is right? What is wrong? What your aspirations are. Where did they come from originally? And it's really great to check in with that, because if you've got any of your manifestation goals tied into that, it may not actually be what you're truly, truly wanting. So maybe like the big house is not actually something you want, even though you think you should, or even though other people in your world, think, want to do that. Maybe like the fancy car is not for you. That's totally fine. Like we've all got our own version of financial freedom and success and abundance. And that can be 30,000 a year and not having to worry about your bills and living in a really moderate way, or it could be in the most extravagant way. And it could be like, a super, super lavish and abundant, luxurious life. And it's okay. Like whatever is truly right for you is right for you. You can have anything you want. But if you're actually working towards something that you truly want, that your soul at its core truly, truly wants, you're going to get put into the fast lane when it comes to manifestation. There's going to be less resistance. Things are going to open up much more for you. So what we did yesterday in the School of Manifestation group coaching call, we did a meditation, and we actually connected into our future selves, and we connected into our soul and our higher self to get that insight and that intuitive hit. So we had a visualization where we connected in with our higher selves to see what information was there and what we needed to know. And it was really interesting because one of the people on the calls was talking about how actually her mission was so much greater than the thing that she was actually working towards right now. And in comparison to what she's doing right now, it pales. So even though her mind was getting caught up in all the drama of, oh, I've got to do this and I've got to figure out this landing page and, all those things you do in business, actually what she was working towards was so much more amazing and incredible and juicy. And as soon as she connected into that vision and that realization that that's where she's going, that's where her impact is at that level, it made it all so much easier. So this is what's available to you. If you're experiencing this, if you're not 100% sure, like, do I actually even know what I really want? I would recommend find a meditation, find some kind of mindful practice that allows you to take a quiet moment, that allows you to connect in with yourself. There's so many of these on YouTube, or just set a timer on your phone, maybe with one of the apps like Insight Timer that has bells and things like that, that you can just do a meditation for a certain period and actually just meditate and come into your body and breathe, and then visualize and actually intend to connect into your higher self and connect into that future reality of yourself, and ask if there's any messages. Ask what you need to know and ask what it is that you want to be working towards. If you're even asking that question, what do I actually want to do? So maybe that will help you to answer the question. And if you already know the answer to that question, maybe it will help you to answer, how do I get through this bit of what I'm working through at the moment? What is the best way for me to get through at the moment? Is there any advice? Is there any pivots that I can do? Do I need to change things up just a little bit to make it more effective? All right. So that is soul-aligned versus ego-aligned manifestation. I'm going to be doing a podcast on this, actually. So I've got two things to share with you just before we wrap up today. If you haven't already checked it out, I've just released the Manifestation Coach podcast this week. The first 2 episodes have gone out. Over the next few weeks, I'm going to be releasing episodes more frequently. So there's going to be 2 episodes a week coming out for the next 4 weeks. And I'm going to be teaching all the basic principles of manifestation in those first 8 episodes. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, you can go and check it out on any of your favorite podcasting apps. And I would love to hear, actually, if you've got any thoughts or comments on that. There's a space to leave a review under the podcast. So do go ahead and do that and let me know what your thoughts are. The second thing is that I am doing some one-to-one intensives for the School of Manifestation. It's a 4-week program. Really, really exciting. I'm actually working with people on a 4-week basis to get them set up and get them manifesting and supercharging their manifestation process through a short program. So I don't want to, waste all your time if you're not into that right here. But if you're curious about that, let me know. Drop a comment below this video. Just say video, or maybe send me a DM and just, a DM with the word video, and I can send you all of the information and we can have a little chat. And if you like the sound of that, or if you've got any questions, I can answer any questions that you have and get on a call if you think it sounds like the right thing for you. Okay, have a wonderful day, and I will be back with day number 95 pretty soon. I think I might be doing one tomorrow, actually. So keep an eye out. All right, take care. Bye.